hard to believe it's been 2 years since I recorded my last video, but after a 2-year sabbatical, I am back. And we're going to be doing some more videos, more 5-minute how-tos for astrology. We're going to branch out into some practical magic. I was just recording a video today on doing magic with wild birds, also working with spirit. So I'm really excited to get back on the horse and bring some more videos to you guys. And today's tutorial is about how to figure out when a planet or something, or the North Node or the moon or whatever, is going to come back to a particular degree in the zodiac. And you might want to do this because, like, for example, something incredibly lucky just happened to my husband and me about 3 days ago. And I looked at the chart, and it turns out that Venus was conjunct my moon and Jupiter was conjunct his moon on the same day. So let's say you're like looking for a lucky day and you're like, well, when is Jupiter going to be conjunct my moon? Or maybe you want to avoid a difficult day and you're like, ooh, I think I've got a Mars square coming up, but I'm not sure. Is that Tuesday? Is that Wednesday? If you know the specific degree and sign you're looking for, the magical internet has a free and easy way for you to figure out exactly what day that's coming back. So we're going to use the example of my moon, which is at 8 degrees Capricorn. And the question I asked is, when is Venus going to be conjunct by moon? When's it going to be at 8 degrees Capricorn? Now, I don't have the ability to record off my Chromebook the way I used to, but I think I've got this figured out so I can demonstrate it with still shots on my phone, and I'll record over that. So we're going to dive right in. So the first thing you're going to do is go to the website astro-seek.com. I don't know how to do this on astro.com, so we're using astro-seek.com. You don't need to make an account for this. You could just go right to astro-seek.com, and then we're going to click on the tab that says Astro Tools. That brings up this particular page, and at the bottom we're going to click on Returns on X degree. That's the magic spot, Returns on X degree. So that brings you to this page here, which is the magic spot, and you can see that there are drop-down menus here for the planet or astrological point you want to look at, for the degree, and you can even be very precise and put in the minutes and seconds if you'd like to get the exact time the planet returns to this. Also, you set the sign, and then you can set the date range. So if you want to go back and look at lucky days from last year or a decade ago, or go forward and look at lucky days in the future, you can totally do that as well. Then you just hit calculate and voila. Here's the information you've been looking for. You can see we've got the exact dates and the times when Venus is coming back to this spot. She'll be conjunct my moon. And I'll just point out that you can change the time zone here if you want to know exactly when it's happening in your time zone. I'll just say I have been astonished by how accurate astrology is, like often down to the very hour or even the very minute I expected something to happen. What I did is I started putting them in my calendar and then setting an alarm on the exact time that the conjunction happened so I could check that moment and see what was going on. I was totally blown away by what I discovered. So I can see I've got 1 more minute within my requisite 5 minutes. So I'm going to try to explain something beyond just the conjunction. Like if you have a conjunction from Mars or Saturn, it's probably challenging. If you have a conjunction with Venus and Jupiter, that's probably good. But what if you want to figure out if you're going to have a square? So let's say I want to find out when Mars is going to be square my sun. I can see the sun here is at 18 degrees of Leo. And what I do is count backwards 3 signs. So I could count down 1, 2, 3 to Taurus, or count ahead 1, 2, 3 to Scorpio. And then instead of putting in 16 degrees of Leo, I would put in 16 degrees of Taurus or 16 degrees of Scorpio. If you had a trine, you would count forward 4 or back 4 signs. That might not be as powerful an effect as a conjunction, but you still might be looking for some friction if you've got a square coming up, or for something happy and good happening if you've got a trine coming up. If you have more questions about this, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll see if I can respond. So to recap, go to astro-seek.com, click Astro Tools, click Returns on a particular X degree, and then just input the planet, degree, and sign that you're looking for. So I hope you found that was helpful. If you liked it, please click like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified of future videos. And you can also find me on the internet at spiritsaid.com and on Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube at Spirit Said Style. I'll see you later.